Hey guys, it's your Tech Kuya Jam Mancheta and welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna do a gaming test of the Realme C3 smartphone. It's the latest gaming smartphone from Realme. Actually, it's a budget smartphone. The Realme C series is known to be the entry-level Android smartphone from the company, but it seems that their budget smartphone is also a really good gaming smartphone. Yeah, it's a good gaming smartphone. Why? Because inside the smartphone is a Helio G70 processor, an SoC that is made for gaming smartphones. So it's not actually for gaming smartphones, but for the mid-range gaming smartphones. I mean, we do have a really good performance on this processor. So we also got here a 3 gigs of RAM and also 5,000 milliamp hours of battery. So yeah, you get a large display, you got a really good SoC, and yeah, you get a long battery life for the smartphone. So you could play PUBG all day, or if you want, play Call of Duty Mobile. If you want, we're gonna test it out later. So yeah, in this gaming test, we're gonna test out different games. So we got here the PUBG Mobile, we got here Black Desert, we got here Call of Duty Mobile again, PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty, we got Black Desert, we got Mobile Legends, and we got NBA 2K20. So those games are the most popular ones or the demanding ones. Actually, Black Desert Mobile is one of the best games right now in the market. I mean, they have really good graphics and everything. While PUBG Mobile and Call of Duty Mobile, I mean, if you love the FPS, you're gonna play that one. And of course, Mobile Legends is something that all Filipinos love. And of course, there's NBA 2K20 for the basketball lovers. So what are we waiting for? So let's do a gaming test of the Realme C3. Alright, so we're gonna play Team Deathmatch on PUBG Mobile, one of the taxing games on smartphones right now. But before that, let me show you the graphics. So right now, we're at the balance ultra settings. Surprisingly, we can get at ultra frame rates on the Realme C3. Of course, we've enabled the anti-aliasing too, and also the shadows. So you can see here that yes, it's not the smoothest gameplay that I've seen on Deathmatch, but it's actually quite able, and surprisingly this one is quite good for the price range of the smartphone. Again, it's not the best one that I've seen, but again, for its budget, this one is quite good. I'm not expecting it to be around the 40 frames per second, but the thing that the FPS that I'm getting right now is quite good. I'm actually surprised again that I could enable it to ultra settings, which is really rare on smartphones below 10,000 pesos. Oh, there we go, our first kill. So despite playing the game for a while, I do not experience any heat in here. It's not that hot. It's getting a little bit warm, but it doesn't get to the point that the smartphone will overheat or the smartphones or the game will close down. So far, I do like the performance that I'm getting on the Realme C3, and again, I am really surprised with the graphic performance that we're getting on the smartphone. But yeah, I already expected that since we got a really high score on Antutu with this smartphone. Now let's proceed to our next game. This is NBA 2K20, one of the latest and demanding games right now on smartphones. So you can see here, we're going to settings to the video. So as you can see here, we got the settings at the highest settings, high and ultra high only, the highest possible settings that we can get on NBA 2K20. Now it's time to play the game. So for this game, we're gonna do a quick game. I'm gonna use Golden State, and let's see. So yeah, so you can see here, we got it the highest settings on NBA 2K20, but the frame rates that we're getting was actually kind of good. As you can see here, it's very playable. I love the FPS that we're getting in here. I believe this isn't the smoothest FPS possible for the Realme C3, but the fact that we're having a very playable frame rates on this one is actually I think it is, I'm not sure if this is more than 30 frames per second, but I believe so. This one is quite good for a smartphone, for a budget smartphone. Remember, this is the Realme C3. It has a Helio G70 processor. Surprisingly, the G70 processor of the Realme C3 can do a lot of things, including this one, playing NBA 2K20 at the highest settings. So even though, as you can see, there were transitions a while ago, there were no lags. The gameplay, as you can see here, is very smooth. There are no slowdowns. The touch response is actually kind of good. Oh wow, okay. So see, yeah, you could see there that's the instant replay, but everything was quite fine on the Realme C3. So as you can hear, the speaker is quite clear. It's not the best one, it's not the loudest one. But for the Realme C3, I'm actually fine with this one. Again, we're already at the half of the first quarter. But so far, the temperature is quite good. I cannot benchmark the temperature as of this recording. But you can see here that the frames are still good. And one of the problems that I've encountered with most games on most smartphones on NBA 2K20 is that the frame rates are dropping drastically in the middle of the game. But as you can see here, it's quite constant, it's still playable, and it's really smooth right now. So yeah, I guess that's it for our gameplay of NBA 2K20. Now let's proceed to our next game. Our next game is one of the most popular games right now in the Philippines. This is Mobile Legends. As you can see here, we set the HD mode on, HFR mode on. We got the shadows on, damage text on. Everything is on, and including the graphics, which is at the highest settings. So the highest possible settings on the smartphone right now. So we're gonna try to play with an AI, and let's see how will we perform, how this smartphone will perform in our gaming test. As you can see right now, the graphics is pretty smooth as expected. I mean, if the smartphone can handle NBA 2K20 at the highest settings, if it can handle PUBG Mobile at ultra settings on medium graphics, I think this one won't have any problems. And yeah, we played 2 games a while ago, but yeah, I do feel the warm at the back of the smartphone at this part. But yeah, it's still cool for me. It isn't the warmest that I've tested on a smartphone. So yeah, I'm still fine with this one for gaming. We do not have any problems with this one right now. We're going mid right now, and it's very smooth as of this moment. We do not have yet the heroes that much. We do not see the enemies right now. We do not have the spawns yet, but right now we're seeing a pretty good frame rates on this one. So yeah, we're in the middle right now. Let's see. So you can see here, we got here the mobs. Let's see what we can do on this game. Yeah, so far no problems at all. Good frame rates. And let's see, there we go. We used some skill, but so far it's still fine with me. I mean, we're getting good frame rates still. No slowdowns, no lags on the smartphone. That's a good sign. We're already on level 2. We can destroy the tower right now. Yeah, there we go. We just destroyed the tower. No lags at all. But as you can see, we do not have any problems with Mobile Legends. Everything's quite okay. And I was actually expecting that there will be, some sacrifices or some compromises for the smartphone. But in the gaming part, I'm actually fine with it. We got the really good thermals as of this moment, and we got some good performance. Everything's quite okay. So if you're into gaming, the Realme C3 might be a good one for you. So now let's proceed to our next game. If you love Call of Duty Mobile, unfortunately, you might hate the Realme C3 because as of this moment, the Helio G70 processor isn't optimized yet for the smartphone. So as you can see here, the graphic qualities, you can only set it at low with a medium frame rate, with medium depth of field. That's quite disappointing. And let's see. So let's try. Let's try playing multiplayer game. Let's see how we will perform versus AI. So yeah, you can see here that the frame rate isn't the best one. It's a far cry from other smartphones, even other Realme smartphones that we have reviewed before. Again, the graphics quality set at low only with a medium frame rate. We got depth of field, yes, but I can easily notice that the graphics isn't the smoothest. However, I cannot say the same for the frame rates. I believe we can get the highest frame rates on this one, but we're limited by the settings of the smartphone. So let's see.
Reloading, cover me!
So yeah, you could see here that yeah, it's still playable. I mean, we could get a really high frame rates, but again, we're limited by the settings of the smartphone. We cannot get the best graphics possible and the best frame rates possible. But so far, I'm just quite fine with it. Unfortunately, we cannot benchmark it yet, so I cannot show you the exact FPS that we're getting right now on the smartphone. You've seen Call of Duty Mobile. It's a little bit disappointing that the smartphone isn't optimized yet for the game, but I'm expecting that it will be optimized soon once the developer creates the developer optimizes the game for the Helio G70 processor. Our next game is one of the most demanding games on the smartphone right now, and it's even the best one, I think, in the market right now when it comes to graphics. So this is Black Desert Mobile. So as you can see here, we set the graphic settings at the maximum possible settings. Yeah, there we go, max settings. And yeah, surprisingly, we're getting a good experience on the Black Desert Mobile. So as you can see, let's try killing some enemies. There we go. Unfortunately, we cannot benchmark it right now, but what I'm getting right now is a really good frame rates. This one is really okay. Okay, so the G70 is a really good processor. It can play all the games that I want, and yeah, I'm really excited to benchmark this on GameBench. But so far, what I'm seeing right now, good frame rates. It's not 60 frames per second, I believe, but it's still good. I mean, look at the graphics, the lighting, and everything. The G70 processor can handle that. But yeah, it's a really good processor. It's a really good smartphone when it comes to gaming. Okay, so you've seen a lot of effects. You've seen a lot of lighting effects on the Black Desert Mobile. So this one is quite good. And the speaker is just quite loud. I mean, it's fine with me. It's not the perfect one, but for its price, which is probably below 7,000 pesos, I wouldn't complain about that. Once we close up, you could see that it's not the smoothest one, but you can see here that the graphics and everything, it's really good. It's really good for a budget smartphone. So there we go. You've seen the gaming prowess of the Realme C3. It's a really good gaming smartphone. I mean, you got a Helio G70 processor. You got probably a below 7,000 pesos. We don't know yet the price, but basing on the other countries, we might probably get the smartphone at that price. And of course, 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage. Unfortunately, the 32 gigs of internal storage might be not enough for some people, but thankfully you could install a micro SD card slot on this one. We've got the triple card tray, so you won't have any problems with that one. But again, the G70 processor, it's really good. I mean, it's really, really good. The smartphone, although, might need some optimizing in some games like Call of Duty Mobile. As you can see earlier, that the game can't be maxed out on the settings, but on PUBG Mobile, we've got a balance settings. Balance settings at ultra frame rates with anti-aliasing and shadows on, and it's still very playable. That is a really good sign for this smartphone. And of course, we've also tried Black Desert Mobile at the highest possible settings, and yes, it is optimized. It can run really good at the max settings, and it got a really good graphics on this one. It's not as good as the one on the Snapdragon 855 or Snapdragon 865 processors, but the Realme C3 can handle Black Desert Mobile along with NBA 2K20, Mobile Legends, and other games. I am not sure yet with the other games. I mean, I just tried all these games just right now, just a while ago. So yeah, this is a really interesting smartphone. I love the performance. Hopefully the price will be affordable still, just like the previous Realme C smartphones. So yeah, I guess that's it for our gaming test of the Realme C3. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and of course don't forget to click that subscribe button along with that bell button to get notified of the latest videos here at my YouTube channel. So once again, I'm Jam of JamOnline.ph. Thank you for watching, and see you guys again on my next video.